This is section 7.1, Operations on Functions. Our objective is I can add, subtract, and multiply functions. Looking at our operations, we're going to use the example f of x equals 2x and g of x equals negative x plus 5. When we have addition, f plus g times x, we're going to take each of these functions and just add them. So we're going to have 2x plus negative x plus 5. And if we do this, we're going to have 2x minus x, which is x, and then we'll just have a 5. So our answer would be x plus 5. For subtraction, when we have f minus g times x, we're going to just subtract. So we're going to have 2x minus negative x plus 5. Now keep in mind, this addition will need to go to both of these pieces. So it would be 2x plus x, which is 3x, and then we would just have minus 5. So we'd have 3x minus 5 is our answer. When we have f times g times x, we're going to be multiplying. So we're going to have 2x times negative x plus 5. The 2x will need to be distributed to each piece, so we have negative 2x squared plus 10x is our final answer. In example 1, we're adding and subtracting functions. When we have f plus g times x, we're going to take our f of x function and our g of x function, and we're going to add those together. So we're going to have x squared minus 4 plus 2x plus 1. So then we can just go ahead and combine like terms. So we're going to have x squared plus 2x minus 3 is our final answer. In B, we're just going to be subtracting. So we have f minus g times x, so we're going to have x squared minus 4 minus 2x plus 1. Now remember that minus is going to go to each piece. It's going to go to the 2x and to the 1. So we're going to have x squared minus 4 minus 2x minus 1. We can combine like terms and we'll end up with x squared minus 2x minus 5 as our final answer. For part C, we're still going to be adding f of x and g of x together, except for when we have the x values, we're going to be plugging in a 2. So we can go ahead and add them together. So we have x squared minus 4 plus 2x plus 1, which we've already done in example A, so we know we're going to get x squared plus 2x minus 3. But since they gave us a 2, we can't leave the x as it is. We have to plug in a 2. So we're going to have 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 3. 2 squared is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And so we're going to have 4 plus 4, which is 8. And 8 minus 3 gives us 5. So in this case, we're going to end up with a number as our answer, which is 5. Now let's look at multiplication. We have f of x equals x squared plus 7x plus 12, and g of x equals 3x minus 4. Now, all we're going to be doing is multiplying these guys together. So in example A, we're going to have x squared plus 7x plus 12 times 3x minus 4. Now we're going to need to distribute each of these to the 3x and the minus 4. So first we have x squared times 3x, which is going to give us 3x cubed. Then we have x squared minus 4, which is going to be minus 4x squared. Then we have 7x times 3x, which is 21x squared. And 7x times negative 4. which is going to be negative 28x. Then we have 12 times 3x, which is going to give us 36x. And then we're going to have 12 times negative 4, which is going to give us negative 48. The last thing we have to do is combine any like terms that we have. So in this case, 3x cubed is the only cubed piece. And I'm going to mark them off as I go so that I know I don't need to use them again. Then I'm going to have negative 4x squared and 21x squared that I'm going to need to combine together. And that's going to give me 17x squared. I can mark off my x squared. And now I have negative 28x plus 36x, which is going to give me plus 8x, and then I'm just going to have a minus 48. So my final answer is 3x cubed plus 17x squared plus 8x minus 48. In example B, since the f of 2 is in parentheses, we need to take care of that first. So when we take care of that, we're going to find f of 2, which is going to be 2 squared plus 7 times 2 plus 12. So we're going to end up with 4 plus 14 plus 12, which will be 18 plus 12, which is 30. So now that I've found 30, we can rewrite this as g of 30, which means I'm going to be plugging in 30 for our g of x function. So I'm going to have 3 times 30 minus 4. 3 times 30 will give me 90, and then 90 minus 4 will give me 86 for my final answer. Looking at example C, this is just a fancy way that you may see this type of problem written sometime, and we can rewrite this. And the way we're going to rewrite it, we're going to have g parentheses f parentheses of 2 parentheses. So all we're going to be doing first is finding f of 2. And if we do f of 2, we've already done that in the previous problem, and we found 30 as our value for f of 2. So we can go ahead and just say that f of 2 is equal to 30. We've already found that, and so now we can just say g of 30, which is what we already found in example B. So our answer here is going to be 86. It's just a different way that you may see it written. So then when we're looking at example D, first we're going to have g of x with an f. So first we have to find g of x. And we know that g of x is equal to 3x minus 4. So for f of x, we're just going to have, instead of f of x, we'll have f of 3x minus 4, which means anywhere there's an x in my f of x function, I'm plugging in 3x minus 4. So I'm going to have 3x minus 4 squared plus 7 times 3x minus 4 plus 12. Now remember, when I'm squaring something, as in this 3x minus 4, I can't just distribute this squared in. I see that a lot. I need to rewrite this whole thing twice. So I'm going to have 3x minus 4 times 3x minus 4. I am going to go ahead and simplify over here and distribute my 7 through. So I'm going to end up with 21x minus 28 plus 12. So working from there, I'm going to need to distribute my 3x to both pieces, and I'll also need to distribute the negative 4 to both pieces. So 3x times 3x is going to give me 9x squared. 3x times negative 4 is going to give me negative 12x. Negative 4 times 3x will give me negative 12x. Negative 4 times negative 4 will give me positive 16. And then I'll keep the rest as it is, plus 21x. And then I'm going to go ahead and just combine these together because I can go ahead and do that because they're both just numbers. So I'm going to have minus 16. Now I need to go ahead and work on combining the rest of my terms together that are the same. So I'm going to go ahead and write down 9x squared because that's my only squared term. And now I can go ahead and mark him off. Now I need to worry about all of my x's. So I have negative 12x, which is negative 24x, plus 21x. So I'm going to end up with minus 3x, and that's going to take care of all of my x values. And then I need to worry about my numbers, and I have positive 16 and negative 16, so those are just going to cancel out, and my final answer is going to be 9x squared minus 3x.